Welcome everyone and thank you for joining me. My name is Tandin Tlapo and today we will be looking at VAT, whereby today's lesson we will be concentrating on application and practice questions. Right, now looking at the first example, let's go down to it. It says here a hoodie jacket costs 450 excluding VAT, meaning VAT it's not yet being added on this price, of which is 450. Now, looking at the first question, calculate the amount of VAT charged on this jacket. So now let us look at what we are having in our questions. So we are told that this customer will purchase a hoodie jacket worth 450, and in this VAT it's not yet included. So we need to calculate what the VAT amount that will be charged on this item. So now the VAT amount, remember, it's going to be 450 multiplied by our percentage, which is levied on VAT, which is 15/100. So now let us work it out and see how much amount of VAT is charged on this hoodie jacket. So we have 450 multiplied by 15/100. So VAT charged on this, it's 67 Rand 50 cents. So this is the amount of VAT that is charged on the hoodie jacket. Right, looking at number B, calculate the total amount to be paid on this jacket. Total amount, it simply means now it will be the amount from the manufacturers plus the amount of VAT added together. So we have already calculated the value of, or the amount of VAT in number A. So now we are going to have our 450 Rand, which is our exclusive amount, plus our VAT, which is 67 Rand 50. So now, calculating the total amount to be paid, we are having 450 plus 67 Rand 50. So now this customer will have to pay a total amount of 517 Rand 50 cent. So now if after a comma there's only one digit, you just add a 0 to make it to 2 decimal places. So it shows that you are working with money. Right, let's go to number 2, or our second practice question. It says here, Mr. Peterson paid, meaning he has already paid this amount of 374.98 for his telephone bill. He claims that his bill before VAT was 326.7 cents and VAT was 48 Rand 91, meaning Mr. Peterson has separated the VAT amount as well as the amount, the exclusive amount on the bill. So now show by means of calculation if the bill was calculated correctly. Right, so now what you can do, firstly, because we already know that 374.98 was paid. So now looking at these two, we can do it in 2 ways. You can start by taking your total amount paid and subtract the amount whereby the VAT was not yet included. So we can say 374.98 minus 326 Rand 7 cents, and see how much do we get from those two values being subtracted. So we have 374.98 minus 326.7 cents. So there we are. It gives us 48 Rand 91. So you can prove that these two amounts were calculated correctly by simply taking the VAT amount adding it with the amount before VAT was added. So before VAT was added, Mr. Peterson claimed that he was supposed to pay 326.7 cents plus 48 rand 91. So if we add these two values, they must give us 374.98. So now let us see 326.7 cents plus 48.91. So this gives us 374.98. So this value is what Mr. Peterson has paid. So now it means his calculations were correct. So now we were to show by means of calculation. So this is how we have calculated, and we can say yes, his claim was correct. There we are. Right, moving along, let us look at the next question. So now we have Caleb is selling the designer clothes and they are listed below. So we have 3 items that are sold by Caleb. So firstly, we look at the financial document or what we are given in the context. So now what are we given in this context? We are given the total amount of each item. And we are also told that price or the prices on this list include VAT. So VAT has already been added on these items. Right. So now we are going to be looking at the questions that follow below. Now we have 3 items. The first one is a cap, which costs 270, and it includes VAT, meaning all these items, VAT has already been included. Number A, determine the price of each item excluding VAT. So for the first item, we have a cap. A cap, it costs 270, and the question says excluding VAT. Remember the procedure or the formula that we use to calculate the VAT exclusive. You say the amount multiplied by 100 over 115. So for a cap excluding VAT, we are going to say 270 multiplied by 100 over 115. So a cap before VAT, it costs 234.78. Right, then our next item is a sneaker. So these sneakers, they cost 1,350, excluding VAT, we are saying 100 over 115. So let's quickly work that out. We have 1,250 multiplied by 100 over 115. So before VAT, these sneakers were 1,227.27 cents. Now, our third item is a baseball jacket. Baseball jacket. So our baseball jacket costs 485, and that will be multiplied by 100 over 115. So working that out, 485 multiplied by 100 over 115. So this gives us a total amount of 421.74 cents. So all these costs are before VAT were included. Right. Let's move along. B, it says, determine the cost of buying all 3 items excluding VAT. So now we need to calculate the exclusive amount of all these items, a total. So we have already calculated those amounts on the previous slide. So for a cap, we have 234.78. 234.78 plus our sneakers 1,227.27 And lastly, our baseball jacket, it's 421.74. 421.74. So adding all these costs, we are having 234.78 plus 1,227.27 plus 421.74. So excluding VAT, these item costs 1,883.79. So this cost excludes VAT. Right. Number 3 or number C, 3C, it says determine the total amount of VAT when buying all these items. So looking at our first item, we have said we have a cap, and for a cap we have 270. So now we are calculating the amount of VAT charged on this. So we can take the inclusive amount and subtract the exclusive amount. So the exclusive amount for a cap is 234.78. 234.78. So for a cap, it's going to be 270 minus 234.78. So VAT charged on this is 35.22. Then our next on the list are sneakers. So for sneakers, we had the original price, which is 1,350, and we are going to subtract that from 1,227.27. 227.27. So we have 1,350 minus 1,227.27 cents. So this gives us a VAT amount of 122.73. And our last item, which is baseball jacket. So originally we had 485, and we are going to subtract 421.74. 421.74. So this will give us 485 minus 421.74. VAT amount charged on this is 63.26. So the question said we must find what the total, meaning we have not yet done with our calculations. We are still going to add VAT that is charged on each item. So we have 35.22 plus 122.73 plus 63.26. So let's find the total amount on these. So we have 35.22 plus 122.73 plus 63.26 cents. So we have a total amount of 221.21 cents. So this is the total amount of VAT charged when buying all these items. Okay, learners, we are done with our practice question. Now let us go to our 8th break. We will be right back.